Devastation, destruction, disaster. These are just a few words that describe the horrors of Hurricane Katrina. Its chaotic sweep of the Gulf of Mexico forever changed life not only in the southeast, but the United States altogether, especially economically. It was the costliest environmental disaster to ever hit the United States, with an estimated $110 billion in economic damages. 200,000 homes were destroyed, and 214,000 jobs were lost in Louisiana, 12% of the state's total. With so many people left unemployed, no checks were being cashed, and no money was being spent, which greatly hindered the growth after the storm. Local businesses were hit hard. With their buildings and goods destroyed, it was nearly impossible to reopen quickly. Looting and stealing became a serious problem in the city.
It began in plain sight, residents trying to shatter windows and climb into stores. The looting broke wide open at this Walmart in New Orleans. Stolen goods filled entire truckloads. Inexplicably, in a town with no power and none in sight for weeks, armloads of TVs. Perhaps more useful in this crisis, fishing poles were also a hot commodity.
Oh, I got me some shoes, a couple of things right here, trying to make sure we live.
Even some police went shopping, but wouldn't talk to our cameras.
I'm doing my job.
Like the saint said, you gotta have faith. This is our faith right here to get it. Gotta eat.
Looting has long been a sad fact post-hurricanes. Also struck this casino in Biloxi, Mississippi, and the New Orleans Walgreens while the one-man band played on. Overnight, police in New Orleans enforced a dusk-to-dawn curfew, carrying automatic weapons, searching buildings, and arresting suspects, trying to protect businesses from a storm that has damaged everything in sight and turned many customers into the enemy.
The city was in ruins. With their homes destroyed and without jobs, 300,000 residents left the area. Most did not return until several years after the storm, some never returning at all. Businesses struggled to find employees. However, the biggest economic impact in our country was felt in the Department of Energy. The Gulf of Mexico was responsible for 29% of all domestic oil productions in the United States. After Katrina, 95% of this oil production ceased. Damage to the refineries and the shortage of labor made it hard for oil production to continue immediately after the storm. This shortage of oil alone created a 3% economic recession in just 3 months. Gas prices increased to all-time highs, and with more money being spent at the pump, less was being spent in other businesses, slowing growth. However, the economy was able to stabilize, with money being pumped into the city by the government and by private enterprises for reconstruction. The gross domestic product soared to a strong 5.6% growth in the first 3 months of 2006. Oil production slowly returned and oil prices began to fall. New Orleans and other cities in the southeast United States still see the impact of Hurricane Katrina to this day, but the quick turnaround to the economy speaks wonders to the economy's resilience and to the perseverance of the inhabitants in the area.